Hi there, Ken here. Now, I wanted to take the time to do a how-to video for the Necomimi Brainwave Cat Ears. Now, I'm sure there's like 40 different videos for this, but I figured might as well do one for myself. So, Necomimi Brainwave Ears, or Brainwave. Yeah. So, things to know about these is that it does work via reading your brainwave through a sensor that touches your forehead. There's no adhesives, no goops, no nothing like that, so no worries about that. It does take AAA batteries, so my recommendation would be get some rechargeables. That way you're not buying new batteries every, week, month, something like that, depending on how often you use the product. Now, this did come with instructions, really simple ones, and most people, you know, they go, oh, instructions, hey, don't eat this. So, yeah. So, when you buy them, you get them in this nice box. It has little depictions on what the different states are, what they mean. You have high relaxation, you have focus or relaxation, high focus, and high excitement. Or high interest, my bad. And, you know, for high relaxation here, they kind of droop a bit when you're kind of focused or relaxed. The ears will perk up and drop down again. High focus, the ears will perk up quickly. And high interest, the ears will perk and wiggle. So yeah, it's kind of cool. The motors that are attached to the ears are just rotational motors, so it's not like there's that probably looked really stupid. So let's open the box. It's got a nice little cat sticker here. Cut through that, pop that open, and this box is in layers, you know, much like onions and ogres. So you got the first layer here, which is the main headset itself. Yeah. Pull this out of here, and you'll notice that the ears aren't attached to it directly right off the bat. You have your main sensor here, and your rotators, battery pack and on switch, and according to the instructions, these are also sensors. Now, I'm not sure if that's 100% true. I have had better luck with them working with them as flat against my head as possible. There are a couple flaws with this design. It's hard plastic, and it doesn't really account for people whose heads aren't perfectly rounded. Like, my head's kind of pointy-ish. There's a crest here. This strap is highly recommended for use. You put it as low on the back of your head as possible to help hold it on. So if you're like looking around, down and whatnot, it won't just go whoop. So the battery pack here, this thing, you can take a flathead screwdriver or a coin and open it up really easily. Can't remember if I have this unscrewed or not. Open, please. Don't make me look like an idiot. I'm capable of doing that myself. bear with me. Here we go. Alright, so pretty easy. Requires 4 AAAs, which, like I already showed you, I have. So, go 1, 2, go in there. 3, and 4. So those go in there. Then you put the cover back on. And you twist the screw closed. Fingernails. Alright, so you have the main headset. Oh, I forgot to mention grounding wire. I'll show you what this does in a minute. So, layer 1, headset. Layer 2 is the ears. So as you can see, the little nubs here aren't exactly the same because I've worn these several times, as you've seen in other videos. But you get these, and this goes on your head like this. Sensor in front, battery pack on the left. And inside the ears, I don't know if I can show you all that well. This is the right ear, so that goes on the right side, like so. And then you have the left ear, which goes on the left side, like so. Now, if you have a lot of hair, I highly recommend brushing it first. That way this can get as flat on your skull as possible. Watch as I motion with the headset itself. Do. Brush your hair. Especially if you don't brush it very often. That's kind of nasty. So anywho, yeah, put the headset on. Like I said, as low on your skull as possible, so if you have a ponytail, that's really easy. Alright, so this is adjustable. This is not. So, you know, get that on there good. There we go. Alright, now this, like I said, is the grounding wire. This goes back behind your ear and clips onto the lobe here. Ta-da! Now, to activate, you push this button here. It glows blue to let you know that it's working. It'll glow pink when the batteries are really low. I've also noticed it flashing, so that's probably interim. Now, when you first turn this on, it needs to calibrate itself, which means one ear will stay normal, and they'll both twitch a little bit, and this one will be sideways as it is now. So, let's turn this on. Just like a little bit. Yeah, see? Calibration. Ta-da! So, as you can see, they basically move on their own, reading your brainwaves. Here, go back. Don't drop anything. So the instructions this come with, there's a little piece of paper, English on one side, and Japanese on the other. Don't know how well you can see that. But NeuroWare, driven by the emerging science where human bodies interact with machines, NeuroWare is a futurist invention outfit. Located in influential Minatoku, Tokyo, and Silicon Valley, NeuroWare rests at the hub of the world's 2 innovation centers. The multi-dimensional team is comprised of an anthropologist, robot creator, media artist, designer, producer, and neuroscientist. Through the melding of wearable fashion and biosensor technology, new human interface design boundaries can be pushed. Scripted in a roadmap of dozens of emerging technologies, NeuroWare's intellectual property will result in a string of exciting products in the coming years. So, with all these specialists, you'd think they'd probably make it a little more comfortable. Not that I'm, saying this is terrible design, but the hard plastic does tend to hurt after a little while, and the grounding wire kind of bites into your ear as well. There's a 30-day warranty and compliance regulation stuff, and then the let's get started thing. Very, very simple to follow. Alright? So basically you got your brainwave sensor, the power button, ear clip, ears and motor, and it says Necomimi has 3 brainwave sensor locations, 1 on the forehead and 2 on the ear. Oh, I see. Okay, on the ear. I thought it meant these ears, but it's this ear. I'm an idiot. Go figure. Don't mind me. So, as you can see, it is doing its job. It's taking my brainwaves and interpreting them into movement. So, I would love to be able to control them better, but that's going to take probably a lot of practice, and probably a little more mental control. But yeah, like I said, it glows blue, letting you know that it's on. It'll turn pink. Oh, stop that. It'll turn pink when the battery is exceedingly low, and blink when it's getting there. Or at least that's my interpretation of it. So, science you can wear. Pretty freaking cool. Main problems is the headband itself, hard plastic, doesn't really mold well to oddly shaped heads. The ear clip bites in. This pushes against glasses. This part, if your glasses aren't broken like mine, will probably do the same. Fortunately, my glasses are broken in such a way that they work with the design. So, yeah, so back, band, all that good stuff. And, here's how this works. Just a standard rotational motor. Now, the instructions do tell you not to try rotating the motors yourself, because that can damage them, of course. Keep away from moisture, because, it's electronic. Go figure. It doesn't actually say anything about prolonged use, how long you can do it, or how long you can wear it. whatnot. I'm sure probably the fact that they don't mention it means it probably doesn't matter. But there you have it. The Necomimi ears. Simple to get into. You guys having fun? Yeah, really simple to get started and wear and, you know, use. Really not a whole lot to it. I suppose I should probably explain a little bit about beta brainwaves, because that's what this whole thing is going off of. So, beta brainwaves, bear with me. You'd think I'd have this set up beforehand, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm kind of an idiot. Really smart idiot, but an idiot nonetheless. Come on, Wiki. Okay, so, according to Wikipedia, beta wave or beta rhythm is the term used to designate the frequency range of the human brain activity between 12.5 and 30 hertz. Beta waves are split into 3 sections: low beta waves, and high beta waves. Beta states are the states associated with normal waking consciousness. Functionality is low amplitude brain waves, or beta waves, with multiple and varying frequencies, are often associated with active, busy, or anxious thinking and active concentration. Over the motor cortex, beta waves are associated with the muscle contractions that happen in isotonic movements and are suppressed prior to and during movement changes. Bursts of beta activity are associated with strengthening of sensory feedback in static motor control and reduced when there is movement change. Beta activity is increased when movement has been resisted or voluntarily suppressed. The artificial induction of increased beta waves over the motor cortex by a form of electrical stimulation called transcranial altering current stimulation, consistent with its link to isotonic contraction, produces a slowing of motor movements. Now, I know a lot of that is, huh? So, basically, beta brainwaves are associated with bodily movement. The more you resist, the stronger the amplitude, is what I'm getting from this. I could be wrong. But, essentially, at some point you should be able to control these things, because it's becoming an extension of your body. I mean, they're a second set of ears. Another thing I'd like to mention is if you plan on listening to music while having this on, I would highly recommend against these. Over-the-head headphones, not a really good idea, because A, getting them on is a chore, and B, you know, with this thing here and the ears moving as much as they do, it's kind of hard to wear both at the same time, unless you're like doing this and they slip off easily. I would recommend either behind the head headphones, ones that have the connector band going back here. Like I said, I recommend it, but I don't necessarily suggest it because of this. So your best bet would probably be earbuds. If you don't have earbuds, I'm sorry. I hate to say, you know, go out and spend more money, but if you already spent $30 to $60 on these. What's another, what, 10? Just saying. Oh, right, cost. If you buy these via Amazon, it's like $30-ish. So, it is technically cheap technology. And if you really wanted to, you know, you could alter the ears themselves, because as you can see, the material isn't exactly attached to the foam insert here. So you could cut it off, take out the foam, probably mold it a little bit if you wanted to, create your own covering, or, you know, just color the foam itself. I would highly recommend against that because it wouldn't look as fluffy. I like the fluff. The fluff is nice. But I have seen people modify the rig to work in mascot heads, so that, you know, it has moving ear. Come on, stop that. Come on, work with me. Good? Alright, good. So, yes, I'm talking to the rig. What you gonna do? At least it responds. But yeah, you can modify them, you can alter them, you can, you know... I'm probably gonna have my roommate either airbrush them or try to color them myself, because I can so, doesn't mean I should. So anywho, thank you for spending half an hour of your life watching this instructional video. I hope it helps you, and possibly helps in a decision of whether or not you should buy them. I actually don't see many reasons against it. I mean, unless you really don't like the design itself. I do. But, anywho, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care.